Here is position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale. This is the final piece of the puzzle that will allow you to improvise and play lead guitar seamlessly across the entire fretboard by connecting with positions 1, 2, 3 and 4 of the minor pentatonic scale. So let's get started. In this lesson you'll learn how to play position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale, how it connects to position 1 and 4, where the root notes are located within this position, one big lick to connect positions 1 through to 5, how to easily transfer licks from position 1 to position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale, and best of all, towards the end of the lesson I will show you that by learning all 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale, you have unintentionally just learnt all 5 positions of the major pentatonic scale. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale is by far the easiest to memorize as it's perfectly symmetrical, so quickly practice this scale ascending and descending to get the shape under your fingers. Position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale starts from the second note of position 4. So this means they share these notes on the fretboard. Position 5 then simply joins back up with position 1, sharing these notes on the fretboard. This closes our pentatonic loop and allows us to play across the entire fretboard. Don't spend longer than is necessary running up and down the scale. Your time is far better spent looking up any backing track and improvising as quickly as possible. You will get to know the scale in a much more deeper and musical level this way, and it's a lot more enjoyable. You could also use a loop pedal to practice your rhythm guitar chops and lead guitar both together. The root notes in position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale are located here and here. When first learning this scale, be sure to also memorize the location of these root notes to help give your phrases a sense of resolution. A great way to get used to playing through all 5 positions is to create phrases or licks that pass through different locations on the neck, rather than simply staying in one position at a time. Here's an example. To speed up the time it takes you to become familiar with this new pentatonic pattern, let me show you how to transfer any licks you can already play in position 1 to position 5 of the minor pentatonic scale in 3 steps. Let's look at the first 4 notes of position 1 of the minor pentatonic scale. So A, C, D and E, and now the location of the same notes in position 5. Knowing this will allow you to play identical licks in both positions. For example, the 4 notes on the D and G strings in position 1, so G, A, C and D, can be played here in position 5, giving you access to the same licks across both positions. And finally, the notes on the B and E strings in position 1 can be played here in position 5. At the beginning of this lesson, I said that by learning all 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale, you have unintentionally just learned all 5 positions of the major pentatonic scale. So let me explain how this works. You have already done the hard work and learned each pattern of the minor pentatonic scale, which we know as positions 1 through to 5. So all we need to do in order to see this as the 5 positions of the major pentatonic scale is to shift our perspective. So you will notice that position 1 of the minor pentatonic scale has become position 5 of the major pentatonic scale, making position 2 of the minor pentatonic scale position 1 in the major pentatonic scale. If this concept seems at all confusing, then simply put it into practice by searching for a backing track in a major key, for instance the key of A, and begin improvising by finding the A root note on the low E string as usual, but instead of placing position 1 of the minor pentatonic scale here, you would place position 1 of the major pentatonic scale here instead. Again, shift your perspective as you will be viewing this as position 2 of the minor pentatonic scale, But in fact, in this new root position, we are now viewing it as position 1 of the major pentatonic scale. If you run this scale up and down over a major backing track, you will immediately notice that it has a much brighter sound than its minor counterpart. And from here, it's very easy to change to different positions, as they all still connect in exactly the same way. So don't get too bogged down with the details of which minor pentatonic position is which major pentatonic position. Simply begin improvising and getting used to the sound of this new scale. You may find that most of your phrases you've learnt or use within the minor pentatonic scale don't sound quite right within the major pentatonic scale, and this will be simply to do with root note locations. So here are the locations of the root notes in the major pentatonic scale. Changing keys in either the minor or major pentatonic scale works exactly the same way. Just shift all scale patterns together until you arrive at the correct root note that matches the key of the song you're playing to. If you have any questions in relation to any of the topics covered in this lesson, or would like to request a subject for me to cover in future lessons, then feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And if you haven't done so already, then give this video a like, subscribe and ring the notification bell. See you in the next one.